Hi everyone, it's Diane. Welcome back to my channel, Scrap Addict Creations. Today we are going to work with some fall pictures I found and crisp air because I love that paper. It's just gorgeous and it fits this perfectly. I wanted to jump back into some fall versus continuing with some Christmas. We'll deal with Christmas later. Right now it's more fall. It's kind of getting cold out though, so we might get some more snow. And then I might feel like jumping into a little bit of winter, but for right now, fall is in the air. Our leaves just dropped off of our tree, of course, due to snow. Our tree is one of them that gets the leaves on it the last and drops the last, which is kind of nice and kind of crazy. So, but yeah, no, it just kind of made me feel like fall. And I found these pictures from a trip to Oregon that we did looking for wedding sites for my oldest daughter. And I figured this was a great way of using this paper. So let's get to scrapping. Okay, let's start first with the bits while these papers dry. I have two of them. This one has more that what I like, because I feel like this is going to be covered up, so I'm not worried about that. But the rest of it, I feel really works using the gloss white spray. Love this stuff. And I cut around these little stickers, and then I pulled out the crisp air enamel shapes or dots, however it's listed. This one, I accidentally, after I spritzed it, it was looking kind of good, and then I slowly put it down, and that's when you get these big, large blobs. Don't care for that as much. I think if I switch it around, it might work. It might actually work as is. I don't know. When I lay things out, we'll see. Okay, so let's go over the bits over here, and I will talk about those for a smidge. We'll let this, let me see how, let's see, I should try a finger. Okay. Looks like it's pretty dry. Okay, so these circles are in Sundance, and they are just a smidge over 5 inches. I'll of course have the inner circle here, and I use that to cut something else, and I will talk about that in just a smidge. So then we have this splattery looking paper. I cut to 5 by 8. I have 2 of those. We have this paper right here that is got the notebook bits. I hadn't had time to kind of rough it up a little bit. So let's see here. It's just a little under 2 by 8. This is layout 26 that I've altered a little bit for this one. Sorry, my voice is still kind of, I've been coughing more. And so, sorry that my voice still sounds a little scratchy. Let me put these over here and we'll talk about those in a minute, as well as those. I've got 4 pictures. This is when we went back to Oregon to look for wedding sites for my oldest daughter. And then Lizzie was there with Nora, who is the flower girl. These are pretty much the same picture, but they're a little bit different. So I'm going to keep them both on there. And then I've got my mother-in-law, my oldest daughter, and her husband to be at this point, Miranda, and Lizzie and Nora. Miranda is not looking straight ahead, so this is going to be Nora's layout. I have, let me see, I set it over here. This picture that I actually cut them out of because they're looking behind them where Miranda's looking forward, and I didn't care for this, so I'm going to fix this one. It's great of everybody else. The only person is Lizzie that's kind of messed up on it. So this one will be Nora's, and I will figure out Miranda's a little later. And all of the pictures are pretty close in size. About a little over 3 3/4, so about 3 7/8 by 5 on the pictures. And I did dark side of paprika for the mats, going off of these colors here. Then I decided to go with the leaf paper because there's so many leaves around there, and these are 6 by 9, I believe. Yep, 6 by 9. Okay, let me put this stuff back over here. Here's those. So these tags, let's go with the tags first. what I did, oops, I'm pulling out strings. Let me pull that back. Okay, I did put the string, of course, on it ahead of time. I love this string and it works so well. So what I did with those, I'm trying to find the other little pieces I was cutting off and I'm not seeing them. So these are off of the sheet that has all of the different pieces. And I had a piece that was about 4 by 12. And so I just cut the bits off that I wanted, but I cut them in twos so that, and I think this one had a floral underneath. I don't remember what this one had underneath, but it was easier to stick them in that way and get this punch for the tag punch because I had that extra bit. This is so tiny that by the time it goes in there, I can't hold on to it. So I use those and then I just cut the bottom off afterwards. I will add tags to the cut file. But if you're going to use this paper, I recommend probably cutting one of the tags off of the cut file and then using it to cut the tag, if that makes sense. So you would print off the tag, put it on here after you've cut it, and then just cut the little corners. Because these are 2 by 2, I believe. 1 7/8 by 2. So I've probably cut this one down a little bit more. I think the actual size of the paper is 2 by 2. So let's look here. 2. Oh, no, it's 2 by a little, about 7/8. Interesting. Not even going to question it at this point. So this paper is from, because I had bought another kit of this because I love this paper. And this is the one where you have these diamonds that come out and it folds over. And of course, I don't want to use it that way because I did not care for the last layout I did with those. I've seen some that look really cute, but on my size, it's not okay for me. So what I did was I cut one of the ends. Oh, my little tassel from my jacket keeps hitting my chair and I'm like, what is that noise? That's a weird noise. Was not expecting a noise. This one I just cut to about 1.5. It's not on the cut file, but I can add it by 5. And I put the colorful stickers. So, oops, here it is. The crispy, crunchy, colorful I decided to go with because of all the leaves. So, at first, I took a circle like that, and I started with crispy, and then I put a heart, and I put crunchy, and I was going to put colorful. This circle's not big enough for that, nor is it at the size I would need. It would be way too big for my layout. So what I ended up doing was cutting it in half, and then putting these stickers on because I didn't want to fiddle-faddle around with them while you guys were watching. I thought this was a lot easier. So all I did was just kind of follow the roundness of it, of course, and put crispy on, and then I put crunchy on this one. I think if I had it to do again, I might have changed this one, even though I love this paper. I think it stands out really good on here. It kind of gets lost on this one. Not too bad because I did leave all of the white. This one right here, the colorful, there is a U if you spell colorful with the U. I debated just doing that because it's blue. This is the only letter that's pink. And I don't really care for that for my fall layout. But I decided, you know what? It's all good. It's all good. So this circle right here is let's say 4 5/8. And so it's just a 4 5/8 inch circle. It's from the center of this. I used this to draw because I don't dare put that other paper onto my Cricut mat because it will pull those diamond pieces out. So I just used this, traced it, and hand cut it. And I am impressed, just impressed, because normally if I cut a circle, it looks wonky donk. So let me set this aside for right now, push everything else. I've got a bunch of paper over here that I've been playing with because this layout did take me a little bit of time to come together today. Partially because I spent most of the day using my mug press. I love it. It is so awesome. Let's see here. What do I got? Oh, there's my corner thingy. Oh, and I was playing my game while I was at Miranda's speech today. But I was using the mug press and I made some fall mugs for her speech therapist. Oh, got my stuff trying to escape out of my little pile I made. I am going to flip this. I just don't care for that. Okay, let's grab these bits. I need those two and these. Okay, so this piece here, this piece here, and then I was going to go with, and I've got them cut over here somewhere. Oh, no, I don't have them cut. I had cut paprika for this space right here, and it was a lot. So I opted to go with paprika photo mats instead because I still want that color in here. Okay, so that's just kind of the base of this. And then we've got these circles, which I thought looked so cool and brought out a little more of this Sundance color. And I think that's the dark side, yeah. And I wanted to be able to see them pretty good, so that's why I left that there. And then the pictures, I thought putting the group picture there, and no, group picture down here. That's what it was. And the fall picture up here. And then Lizzie and Nora there, and then the fall picture down. And I think I need to move that up a little bit, move these down, move this down a little bit, and that. And I like it. And I like that those big blobs are all covered up. I love having just a little bit of spritzy on here. I think it really helps make it not so plain on the background. I'm going to have to do that a lot more often, not necessarily with the gloss spray, but maybe with more shimmer sprays, shimmer brushes, those types of things, because I don't care for, and I did try this, like paprika on the back, and I probably could have shimmered it and I would have been fine. Maybe not. I don't know. I tend to get a little picky, which is not always good. So crispy is the first word. So I was going over here with crispy, and then up here with crunchy. And I felt that the colorful, you know what, maybe I won't even use the colorful. I'm kind of liking it without it. I liked it when I first laid this down. I kind of like that better. Let me grab these little tags. We can always just put 2 little tags on these and 2 little tags on this one. So it would be alternating across. Yeah, it's totally my zipper it's my zipper now that's this little guy. It keeps hitting something over here and making these really weird noises. It's very disconcerting. So sorry, if I keep pausing, it's because I'm like, what is that noise? Where's it coming from? But this is the basics of this. Very simple layout once I got it planned out. Again, using that the gloss spray, I really do feel like it's just kind of brought out a little more of these tones and kind of made the paper flow better. So for that said, I think I want to work on this right side first. So let's pull this off. Yeah, because I move these stickers around so much, they are not as sturdy on there. I love the impact these tags give too, because they are so little, but they have such a good impact with it being behind the pictures. So it's a nice little treat there. Okay, let's just kind of slap this down. I want this to be a little more free-flowing, with the right to remove it and move it if I want to. Also, sorry that Saturday's video, I didn't even notice because I posted it and I went to bed. And on Sunday, I looked at one point in the morning and it just said it was almost done. And so I was like, okay, cool. And I just was like, okay, well, you know, it kind of took a long time, but whatever, it's working on it. And then when I came back Monday morning, it still had not finished uploading. And I thought that was rather bizarre. So I just canceled the upload and re-uploaded it. And that's why it was just such a fight to get that one up there that I decided that's all I was doing yesterday. And I know I said I'll see you on Monday, and that on that video technically was just because I was going to see you on Monday from the next video, but that's why that one I kind of had a little fight with. Possibly user error. I don't know. I've never had that happen as bad. So I'm hoping that I don't have to worry about that tonight, but I have been kind of fearful. Okay, and I'm just going to put that down there, and I'm going to put these little tags on, and then we'll deal with the sticker embellishment in a bit. I'm not going to worry too much, and I think I want to kind of go at an angle for each of these, kind of like what I did over there. I like that a little better. My first trial, I was looking at going kind of like straight for both of them, but I think I like them a little more cattywampus. I didn't put this on. I kind of like it without it. Huh. Oh, I'll just slip it in here. Let's see here. Where's my scissors? I grabbed them through my adhesive. Okay. Let's do that and that. And let's just put some glue. I knew I was forgetting something, but that is what happens. But I did get to make a lot of fun mugs this morning for speech group. One that says, leave me alone. I thought that one was cute. And then another one, what did it say? It was something like fall something and leave you alone or something like that. I don't know. I thought that was pretty funny. Oops, cut that one a little too much to be there. So let's move that and go here. Let's see. That works. Okay. I do like the circle. I kind of want to put some dots on it though. It might work well. It might not. Just going to put some dashes, I guess. But they loved them when I dropped them off at speech today. And I love being able to do that because I'm just still practicing on making some stuff. And I told them that they were my guinea pigs. Oh, I like that. I like the little dots. You really probably can't see them up there, and I'm sorry. I will do some close-ups, of course, at the end. Okay, put that pen in because that glue does not like to be without its pen. Although, if I didn't mention it before, I did find out I can use hot water through this nozzle area to clear it out because I had a thing where I had to leave real quick and I forgot to put the pin in. And oh man, that was bad. That was so bad. So don't forget to put the pin in your glue if you have this Barely Art Precision Craft glue or anything that is kind of a stingy little thing that likes to have its pins in it. The other thing I am so surprised at right now is how cold it is outside. And then the house is cold. We usually don't have to have too much of the heat on right now. And dang it, I'm like wearing my, just have this little jersey type sweatshirt, but I'm pretty much wearing it 24/7. I even wear it when I have my nightgown on. But I feel like with the wind today that we're going to get some more snow. That's usually what that means, but we'll see. I wouldn't mind a couple of good snow days. Maybe some deep snow where I can't go out at all and we just have to stay home. Shucks. Okie doke. So this one down here and this one up here. Do I want that a little higher? We'll split it a little more. Yeah. Okay. I think this is really a fun layout. I'm pretty happy with it so far. And it was a fun day too. And this, oh my goodness, this place, she didn't end up having her wedding here, but it would have been gorgeous. She wanted an outdoor wedding, which she did get, and it started raining. When did it start? It was during her reception, or just like right as the reception was ending or something. Because I know when we were loading up the cars, that's what it was. It was starting to rain. It had just recently rained here, and so the little rivers were pretty full, little creek there, and it was just beautiful. And she would have had chairs overlooking, there's this meadowy area, and then you put the chairs there. And so while they're saying their vows, the view was amazing. And I don't know where that picture went, because I do know I got a picture of that. And can't find that one. I did get some of the reception-y type area, because I needed to have that in case I needed to come up with some ideas of how we were going to do things. But she ended up finding another venue and that had a gazebo, and she really did want the gazebo. And it was gorgeous too, but this place was so peaceful. I was a little sad we didn't have it here because of how peaceful it was. Okay, so on these, I did put some pop tapes to kind of give some more movement for the stickers. I had laid them out kind of, but I didn't want to do it too much because I don't want it to rip things. So let's see here. I'm going to rip it. Okay, so we can push this down a little more. There we go. Oh, I like that. Oops, you know what? I don't care for the pop tape on this sleeve, because it was raising the photo up a little more, and I don't want that. Okay, that looks good. And I know I had the little one over here. And I want one of the berries. Love this berry looking piece. And I wanted a couple of the leaves because I wanted it to look full on both sides. So let's see here. That looks pretty cool. Up and down. I kind of feel like these stickers were made for Oregon fall because they fit it so well. Oh, and I just heard through the grapevine, my daughter has been talking about coming here for Thanksgiving. So I don't know if they will actually get here, but they have decided they're coming. So hopefully that means that they will be able to do that. It'd be really nice. I'll have all my girls and all my grandkids in the same house for Thanksgiving this year, possibly. I just don't hold my breath until I actually see the whites of her eyes. because things happen. But Rosie is off for Thanksgiving. She's in kindergarten now, so she does have Thanksgiving week off. And Lucy is not in school, so that doesn't affect anything. I don't like that. Let's see here. We kind of put that there. Let's put that there. Oh, that looks okay. Okay. Kind of can't see the crunchy as well, but I think I'm okay with that. I do need to put those white dots, dashes on here. Let's see here. Start here. I like the stitching on this circle. I think it looks nice. Okay. So I had to go back and forth because my pen wasn't showing up very brightly. I'm going to stick these little guys over here as well. Just one there. I think I'll put the other one here. Okay. Liking that. Let's see here. I was debating these little brown ones. They're kind of a toffee color, but they're glittery. Not loving the big, huge one. Maybe this littler one. Let's try, oops. My big fingers. Okay, and then let's put two over here. Yeah, I kind of like that little bit of sparkle. So that's nice. And what about this peachy? It's kind of a peachy, little lighter than the paprika. Okay, use all the dots up, right? And there we go. Maybe if I can get it off. I don't like it there. Okay, that. Kind of like the yellow. That kind of looks out of place. We're not going to put that one down there. I do like the concept of it, but not the implementation. Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Got tags. I got all sorts of stuff. Let's look at the sticker sheet real quick and make sure there's nothing else we want to put on here. I don't believe there is. So there's that U for the colorful. I like the blue on that better. But since I'm not using it, we're not using the peachy colors, I think I'm okay. No. No, I think we've got everything. I do like these berries, but we have berries that I cut around. Okay. I am pretty happy with this. And crispy and crunchy, as the title is perfect. So there, now you can see a close-up of the white. This does look a little crooked, but that's okay. We'll just mess this up a little more. And then you've got a picture of this beautiful water. Adorable grandchild. And very nice and pretty daughter. You got some twine here. And then there's those little flowers, leaves. Very happy with this. let's look at this side now. Oh, and the stitching. See, I did stitching. Okay, so here's the leaves on that side. Here's the family. I'm really happy with this one. It turned out a lot better than when I was fighting the paper, which was fighting to put the paprika here and to have this kind of paper. It's on the other side of this one down here. It was not working. So I'm really glad I was able to figure that out tonight and get this looking all pretty. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and play today. Please like and subscribe if you would like to see more of my videos. Leave a comment and have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.